Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Good evening. Welcome to the Dhammapada program on Buddha Dharma TV. Today we are going to discuss the verse number 106 and also 107. Buddha's chief disciple Sariputta, one of the disciples of course, Venerable Sariputta once went to his uncle and said, addressing his uncle who was a Brahmin, Brahmin, do you ever do a single good deed? This is a very nice question. Thank you for coming. So, his uncle answered, yes, I do, Venerable. What do you do? Month after month, I give alms to the value of 1,000 pieces of money. Let us take it like a local currency, maybe $1,000, Canadian dollars, I mean to say. To whom do you give this money? To the naked ascetics. Venerable, I am giving to the naked ascetics. Oh, and what do you hope to gain thereby? I hope to gain the world of Brahman. The world of Brahman. But is this the way to reach the world of Brahman? Yes, Venerable. He answered to Venerable Sariputta. Who told you this? Who told you to do this? My teachers told me so. Venerable? Oh, Brahmin, neither you nor your teachers know the way to the world of Brahman. That's why you don't know, your teachers also don't know. Literal meaning. Come with me, Venerable Sariputta told him. I will ask him to tell you the way to the world of Brahman, because I am going to take you to the Buddha, and I will ask him to tell you the way to the world of Brahman. Brahma, the word, I will explain later. So Venerable Sariputta took his uncle with him. His uncle is a Brahmin. Brahmin means a human being who belongs to the same caste like Venerable Sariputta. Because caste system is in force in Indian society from the time imperial, for a long period of time. It has been practicing. So Venerable Sariputta took his uncle, the Brahmin, with him to see the Buddha and told the Buddha all about it, saying, Venerable, this Brahmin, of course, is my uncle, said that in that dinner, that means he sacrificed, kind of, he killed animals and offered naked ascetics. So the Buddha asked Brahmin, are you correctly reported? Yes, Venerable. The Brahmin, though you should give alms in this way for 100 years, yet were it far more fruitful for a man with believing heart for but a single instant to look upon my disciple, O to bestow upon him a mere spoonful of boiled rice. So you see, that Buddha is saying that one may make sacrifices every month for 100 years, but the honor paid to one spiritually developed person for one moment is greater than oblations made for 100 years. So the sacrifice, animal sacrifice. And one may make sacrifices every month, but for 100 years. But the honor paid to one spiritually developed person, even for a moment, is greater than oblations made for 100 years. You see that? For 100 years. So this was the explanation of the Buddha. And not only that, then Buddha goes on to explain it. He says, a person may perform fire worship rituals in the forest for 100 years. The fire worship, there's a rituals for 100 years, yet for a person who adores just for one moment, a self-restrained, disciplined arhat, enlightenment, that moment's adoration of the arhat is far nobler than the fire worship of 100 years. For 100 years. So that was a tradition that offering fire. They call fire Agni God. So again, Parichare Vani in the forest, offering puja to fire gods. So if someone were to dwell in the forest offering sacrifices to the fire in the two stories that gave rise to verses relating to Venerable Sariputta's uncle, his nephew, and his friend. The sacrifices sanctioned by the Vedic Hindu practices of the Buddha's day are referred to here in this verse that I just recited. So chief disciple Sariputta's nephew is told that offering sacrifices to fire god, dwelling in the forest, is a futile pursuit. If he intends to attain higher spiritual goals through that rite, the teachings of the Buddha emphasizing inner purity and unblemished conduct exercised a strong force against contemporary systems that sought to achieve liberation through externalized practices like fire worship. In the instance of this stanza, the fire worship takes place in the forest. The fire worshipper has renounced his lay life and has gone into the forest to practice fire worship. as his whole activity. He has attributed such importance to these rituals of fire worship because he is convinced that it was only this ritual that will ensure him life in the world of Brahma. The world of Brahma. So this is why the Buddha emphasized the difference between offering of sacrifices and fire gods. All this Buddha explained. In this world, an individual seeking merits may give alms and offerings during a religious festival, or else that person may conduct an elaborate sacrifice for a whole year. But the merits from all those activities put together is not even 1/4 the merit one gets by paying homage to a person who walks straight. To walk straight means an arahant, enlightened one. As we discussed, mentioned several times, the word Brahmin in these 2 verses, I want to explain a little bit about the word Brahmin. Brahma, in several verses of this chapter, references are made to Brahma besides the stories that have occasioned the pronouncing of several of these stanzas to have to do with those who practiced various rites and rituals with the intention of attaining the Brahma world. What is the Buddhist attitude to concept of Brahma and the Brahma worlds? In the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, Buddha's first sermon, the turning of the wheel of righteousness, reference is made to Brahma worlds. Brahma worlds. It has made clear references. In one part of in the Dhammacakka essay, having heard this voice, Chatu Maharajikanam Devanam Saddam Sutva, like this, having heard the Devas, Chatu Maharajika, Tavatimsa, Tusisa, and the likes, names mentioned the divine words. There are existence of believers and also divine words. But Buddha does not teach that there is a God with a superior power. There is God, not a creator. Buddha denies it. So thus at the very moment, at the very instant, this cry extended as far as the Brahma realms. These 10,000 world systems quaked, shook, and trembled violently. Throughout Buddhist literature, references are made to Brahma, but in the Buddhist system, one's liberation is not sought through sacrifices to gods. A Brahma world is considered the abode of the Creator God, Mahabrahma, the Creator God. The idea that Brahma is the Creator God is sarcastically dismissed in Bhuridatta Jataka, the birth story, this Jataka tale, birth story, inquires it. Although there is a heavenly being called Mahabrahma who believes he is the creator, and whom the Brahmins believe is the creator and is recognized in Buddhism, Buddhists do not believe that he is the creator of the world. So Buddha's opinion, the Buddha's explanation was given properly to this Brahmin, to the uncle of Sariputta. So he was able to convince him. Later on, he practiced and attained a due enlightened stage. So this is a very convincing stanza where Buddha explained who the creator, how people are misled by ignorance to the point where they believe there is a creator almighty, which Buddhism does not accept, which Buddhism denies existence of a creator God. This is not something that we are critical of any religion, but this is the opinion of the Buddha that we are explaining. It's always good to learn any religion. That is the uniqueness of Buddha's teaching. You are welcome to come and question. And he always encourages the peaceful coexistence of human beings, whether you are from different belief, and if you are from different belief, you have to coexist peacefully, joyfully, nicely, having respected to the differences. But of course, we don't need to force others to accept. But with the welcome, come and see me. Come and see me. A unique invitation. If you have any question, come and see me. My Dhamma is there after I am gone. My Dhamma will be the one that we have to count on, depend on, follow. So, may you all be well and happy.